We went to the 7-Man World Cup in Toulouse, France. It had been setting the precedence for professional tournament paintball for years. When we arrived, we could see why. A beautiful hostess greeted us at the airport and gave us directions to the town. The hill the tournament was located on gives you a picturesque view of the French countryside. Vending village, and tons of rooms for field and staging. The biggest companies in European paintball, the site came out and consisted of a stadium, and there was even a fine wine vendor on site. JT held a fashion show, complete with scantily clad models. This was the classiest event we've ever seen. Adrenaline Games did a great job of staying on schedule and drawing huge numbers of non-playing spectators. The marshalling itself was awesome. This tournament had it all, folks, and if you get a chance to go to Europe, I definitely mark this one on the schedule. Toulouse is the bomb.
Salut, je m'appelle Sienna Pellizzari.
Et moi, Virginie Perillou.
Et nous regardons Trauma Head Sports. Voilà.
You can see Ugly Ducklings with a fat breakout to the middle of the field. Mirrored also by the Tauntauns. This ought to be a good game. The Tauntauns have been ripping it up. We can see some action on the Angel field. It's actually a long ball field. A lot of moves to be made just creeping around the field all the way up to the outside edge. They're going to do something to try to stop it. The Ugly Ducklings are some ballers. Slinging the paint, they've made the move. Looks like they got some sort of a pretty good game plan that they're keeping to. Sounds like he might have shot one out. But I know the Tauntauns are some ballers. You can see now the Tauntaun's making his way. Freddie, best paintballers in Europe or in the world. He's a ball and pool. He comes to America, he can make a difference on any team he plays on. Tauntauns and the Ugly Duckling right here at the same bunker. Just ripping the side of his bunker. Up right there, he knows the Tauntaun won't be able to come out. And here comes the Tauntaun guy, he knows it. He's already out. Battle right here between these two guys. It's an impulse against Intimidator. The Ugly Ducklings bunker, you can tell, is just a little bit further set back. Now from the angle, from the overhead. There, he's just going to rip circles of paint in there, and nobody's going to be able to come through it. His bunker's too far up, and Ugly Duckling has too good of an angle on it from just being hidden still. Tauntaun's guy looking to the middle. You can see the Angel field, a pretty long, drawn-out field. It's got a lot of lay-down, like type L bunkers on the ground, you know. A lot of people are playing from their knees on this bunker. The big A in the middle of the field, much of a role it plays in the game. You can get shot through so many little A holes and little angles. Doubled up. If he can just stay on the one side, they got it kind of pretty much seamed up on the outside edge. Nobody can get around either way on him. He said he's shot in the shoulder, telling the marshal to get him out. See the ref going through the middle. He's looking at the guy in the A. So he gets shot in the A, and you don't even really realize where it came from. There's so many holes and gaps in it. Oh, and he came around and took one in the face. It was a mutual one-for-one elimination. I actually think the Ugly Duckling shot him first, but the Tauntaun went ahead and put paint on him. The judge pulled them both out, and that's how shit works sometimes. into the inside of the A. The Tauntauns seem to be losing some bodies. They're 3 bodies down right now. They definitely have the angles. Creeping out to the outside edge. He's right there. He knows if he has his gun up, he's going to be able to rip him to shreds. Get out. Ugly Duckling's gone. The Tauntaun player stayed in. Messing up, making his bad outside edge moves. The Tauntaun player had his number. He still came around on him just into a hail of paint. Can't get pissed at that, buddy. Hopefully he doesn't make the same move his buddy just made. The Ugly Duckling. And that's it. Ugly Duckling's going to win it.
Watch Trauma Head Sport, else I'll smash your f***ing face.
Red Alert versus Ryan Affair. And the red team with a little bit of a slight breakout. Ryan Affair green, Red Alert red. Ryan Affair from Germany. From maybe OPM store or something over there. Red Alert just standing up over the top of this bunker, uncontested. Talking a little bit of English smack I can hear. Ryan Affair not playing too aggressive, playing pretty safe into the back. Not a real big breakout for them as well. The furthest point up is a small little square in the middle of the field. Again, Ryan Affair's in the green, Red Alert's in red. You see Red Alert's in the middle of the field at the tower, and Red Alert drop a body. Ryan Affair's up 1, 6 on 7. You can see Red Alert's just kind of standing up over top of the bunkers. I don't know whether Ryan Affair doesn't have good shots on him. Red Alert speaking English. Ryan Affair need to try to make a move on the snake side. Put the dude in and come down the snake. Want them to do that. They know that that snake is a crucial part of the game on that side of the field. And Ryan Affair lose their first body, walking to the dead box right now. Long ball game right here between these two guys. You can see how far his gun's put the angle of it, so you know he's trying. Oh, and it looks like he got dinked. Let's see if the ref runs in there and gets him out. Thought I saw Pink's bust. It was an illusion. Doing a big time head juke. Ryan Affair not really talking up, but finally making the move to the outside edge. Got the middle doubled up. The ref running right in behind him. He's in. The ref's wiping paint around his feet, and he's clean. And Ryan Affair loses another body. Red Alert laying the paint down. Coming over the top like that, they're going to drop bodies. You can hear them, Red Alert, setting up their game plan, talking to each other, telling each other what's going on. Going butt to butt in the bunker, trying to stay alive. Ryan Affair using mechanical guns. A lot of these dudes using auto cocker. You can see Red Alerts all playing with Angels. Something getting ready to go down right here in the middle. Both of them going around to the same side of the tower.
one of them's going to go around, and then I can feel it. Ryan Fair guy just dropping that little one-on-one battle, going back to the middle. See the red alert guy, he's about to disappear. Oh, now they switch up. And Ryan Fair drop a body. The red alert guy comes to the outside left and rips him up. Ryan Fairfield back to the middle of the field. I don't know whether that was a good move or not. Lose another man out of the middle of the field. That was their tower guy. Seems like Ryan Fair dropped a lot of bodies here. Their middle tower guy's done a lot of damage from red alert. He's like a little midget with a machine gun in the middle. Be one of the last Ryan Fair guys trying to stay alive. He's trying to make something happen. They're talking it up. Looks like there's at least 2 Ryan Fair guys. And he's not. And one of the Ryan Fair guys dropped. He just doesn't know what happened just now. You can almost tell that this is the last Ryan Fair guy. Of course, from the side-to-side motion in the bunker, he wants to make a move out of there. I can almost see him wanting to be a superhero, but I don't think red alert's got too many guns left. The guy in the middle going hopper shark up over his head. If he make a move right now and leave out of there, he could shoot him reloading. That would be the only thing he could do. He's running right up into him. Shaking that gun. And the Ryan Fair guy gets dropped. And here comes the red alert. Red alert drops the guy simultaneously as well. Looks like they got a couple bodies left, and that's all it's going to take to win this game. That's all they need. And red alert go on to get the max. Joy Division versus Russian Legion. This ought to be a smoker. Russian Legion's are ballers. Joy Division, they're a good team. They've been playing over in Sweden for a while. These dudes rock it out. They got Lundqvist on their team. He's rocking the trauma head stickers. The Russians, I wish I could understand them. I wish I could get them to understand me, or they'd be rocking the trauma head logos. We've seen them play these fields already. The snake field here with the 2 boxes on the end. The snake is super crucial. It's almost like whoever controls it can win the game. We know the Russians got some badass front guys. They're dirty rock, and they'll come right up in the front and play hard, real tight paintball, shoot their guns. Super good communicators on this Russian team. It's like their country's team, you know what I mean? And Joy Division feel like they score an elimination. You can see them pointing. These dudes been rocking some Leopard Angels and shit like that. They got some cool guns. They kicked out a couple big-time players in the American leagues with Alex and Max. Both those dudes whip ass. And now Joy Division have the box doubled up. You can see the ref running in to give them a paint check. And here comes the Russian Legion making a move, shooting and moving then. See all the Russians rocking Angels. I see a DM4, an old-school Intimidator out there. All the Joy Division guys are using Angels. It looks like the ref's running in and taking them out. Joy Division lose a body. And you can see the Russian losing a body in the middle of the field as he's walking back to the dead man's box. It's a 6-on-6 situation here. Let's see what the Russians can do with it. These guys are usually some super good ballers. They come up and they come hard. And you can see the Russians making a move into the middle. Almost like they got some machine guns going on there. Oh, and the Russians comes in the middle of the field. Ooh, and rips the box guy up. And that looks like it's it. The Russian Legion go on to take the max. That was an awesome game by the Ruskies.
Hello, my name is Pete. I'm from Russian Legion. We just won the game against Joy Division. This tournament in Toulouse, it's one of the greatest tournaments in the world, and I'm expect that our team can win this tournament.
Evil Factory versus Hellwood. Evil Factory from America, of course. Hellwood from France. You can hear him talking it up. They know he's at the snake. Hansis thinks he smoked him on the gogs. You can't see the judge running in there, but Hellwood make a move to the middle, big tower. Evil Factory's been on a little run this year in America. They won a few events. One of the Hellwood players dropped. You can hear the French guy calling. He thinks he shot him out of the nipple. Hellwood's crawling down the snake now. He's making his move. You can see the evil guy. He goes out to match it. He's in the end of the snake. The Hellwood guy's already in the snake. The judge went in and checked him. See, the Hellwood guy's got a lot of paint ripping over top of the snake. Hansis is in the square at the end of it. Maybe the Hellwood guy will come around there and try to get him. I'm not exactly sure. I think all the balls you hear is from Hansis' bunker getting shot in by the evil guy. He's right here on the other side of the bunker. If he tries shooting one time, the evil player will definitely know he's there. I'd like to see the Hellwood guy come around and double tap Hansis on the ass cheek. He's looking for him now. They're checking on his head. See if the judge runs in there and gets him out. Yep, he did. And Hansis drops the snake. Hellwood lose another player. You can see Hansis shooting across the field. He's looking over there. And Hellwood have another player on the head of the snake. Hellwood playing a little back foot paintball, but Evil definitely not coming forward any. Hansis made a move to the outside snake, and that's been about it. You can't see anything else going on in the middle of the field with Evil. They're just talking it up, wanting to try to make something happen here. Hansis probe in the middle. You can hear the Frenchie. I don't know what he said, but it sounded like he was hawking a loogie. Hansis into the middle again, now kind of peep around to the outside. I think he'd like to get in and make a move down that snake if he could, but yep, you can hear now he's trying to get something going on here. Playing a little conservative. I mean, Hellwood's definitely not going to be a pushover by any means, but Evil are way more aggressive than they've been playing right here. And maybe that's just how it is, you know. You can see Evil just going about with any kind of garb that they can wear. He's got dye pants on, JT goggles, and an Evil jersey. He's got up, and Hansis takes the walk. Gets smoked from the inside tower. Hellwood's turning this around. They lost 2 bodies off the beginning. Evil had a 5-on-7, and now that's it. Evil Factory lost their big body in the back, and he's grumbling onto the dead man's box.
That's Louis. That's Magnus. Yeah. Oh, I think he dragged his willy. See, Denmark watches it, so they get a piece of our core hands, clearly.
Traumatized. Traumatized. Hi, my name is Itai Arduf, captain of Team Prophecy, Israel. Actually, the only team in Israel. We come to lose every year to practice. We actually play the Millennium. We try to do our best, play as many games as we can, and as many tournaments as we can. We're still not allowed to sell equipment in Israel, so we're the only team who has these guns, who can compete. Everyone uses tipmans, and this is what we get. We hope by the end of this year we'll be able to start selling stuff, because we're working on starting the first IPPL, the Israeli Paintball League. That's it, we need more teams in Israel. It's going there. We have last year we had 3 fields, now we have 12 or 13 fields, so it's looking good so far. We hope to go to Orlando one time, but for now we're only in Europe.
JC, what's he like on the right? Team back!
Although we don't have much paintball in Israel, each and every one of us watches Truman Head Sports all the time.
Dynasty versus Miami Effect. And you can see them shredding out. Miami with some big fat ass breakouts to the middle of the field, and they already have the X. Miami's in the left leg of the X and gets ripped out. Dynasty player walks off the field. Miami Effect and Dynasty both losing single players off the breakouts. The Miami Effect player was all the way at the X when he got gripped. And looks like another Dynasty player might have got tagged in the side. Yep, the ref's running in and he's pulling him out. Lasoya's boys from Effect ripping it up. They're looking good over here. Dynasty, of course, every time they play paintball, they're looking good. You can see him double stroking those angels. Effect getting a little heat in there. You can see Greenspan makes a middle up to the Dorito. And another Miami Effect player takes the walk. Dynasty got a good spread across the field. Oh, Miami Effect make a move on the far left tape. That was an awesome move. You can see, the Dynasty players sliding in. This is an action-packed game. Rusty Glaze, Dustin, and Miami Effect. As long as Lasoya and these guys are on the field, you cannot count them out for sure. It doesn't matter who they're playing. They could be brand new. There's a lot of good ballers on this team. Seeing what's happening here. Oh, and Effect make a move around the outside to try to get something happen. And he bunkers out the middle, it looks like. Dynasty make a move and Effect make a move in the middle. The ref's trying to pull him out. The Dynasty player doesn't want to go. Miami Effect make a move to the double blocks on the far right-hand side of the field. And Dynasty gets a 1-for-1. Lasoya's still in the game, just kind of hanging back in the back. He's kind of making sure everything looks good. And here he comes down one side of the field, dives in. Effect some rippers. They're playing super good paintball. Dynasty dropped a lot of bodies. It's kind of like a controversial move where he went up one side of the field. You can see the Effect player. At the same time, an Effect player came down the other side. SK in the back. Oh, and he takes one in the face. And that's it. Miami Effect, get him. Ooh, and you can hear some boos from the crowd. Lasoya doesn't care about that though, man. He's getting them a max. That was a good game to Effect. You can see, I'll tell you right now, Dynasty has some fans over here, but Miami Effect are some ballin' fools. Dynasty versus the Iron Men. This is going to be a ripper here. Dynasty, of course, coming out, living behind their guns, just getting them stripped. Both teams made it out to their big rounds. That's BC. Look at all the paint on this dude's back. Ironman known to sling it. Jeez, that's a ton of paint on Telford's back. You can hear the communication lines completely up on these teams. I mean, these are two of the top teams. That's all you can hear, just people screaming back and forth. Another Ironman drop. That's 2 Dynasty kills, 0 for Ironman. You can see him kind of probing around a little bit. Real good communication skills by the Ironman. Tons of paint flying. This is a blazer. This is going to be a good game. We've been waiting to watch games like this all day. SC kind of lined up through the middle of the field. It's almost like a standard breakout every team's had. SC has the big 50 bunker for sure. Telford letting it rip. You can see BC at the big round. Dynasty have a lot of fan base over here in France. The Ironmen are good too. Don't take anything away from them. They got some love over here as well. A lot of talking going on here between both these teams and a ton of paint flying. No moves being made right now. It's kind of like they've gotten to a lull, just kind of shooting their guns. Each team's looking for some eliminations. We saw Dynasty earlier lose to Effect. So you know after these guys lose one game, they're going to come back with some ass-whooping vengeance. And Cole made a move to the end of the snake. That's an awesome move BC made. And he eliminates an Ironman from the other side of the field. Looks like he had a little bit of paint on the edge of his goggles. And you can see both these teams use the same kill code. BC ripping across field now. He's made a good move. He's at the stand-up cannon in the middle of the snake, and here comes some of his backup. See what Mr. Perchak can do. He's putting the heat on that middle 50 bunker. That's who he's coming up there to battle with. The Ironmen got him a good team. They're slamming the paint. Johnny doing a little reloading. Ironman, real good communication skills between the Ironman's front guy and Rich Telford. Letting him know exactly what's going on. We got a time call to Johnny from one of the other Dynasty players. BC looking around the edge of the can, doing a little bit of probe action. This is a key to some of these guys' success alone, is just knowing what the other dude's thinking and just really getting down. BC backing up off the snake, want to come up into the middle. It's almost in spots that you can come up there and not get grilled from the front, but you can shoot to the middle of the field. Ref walking around back of the Ironmen. Like Johnny and BC on one side here. You can hear the Ironman saying the balls are coming in on him. Johnny doing a wraparound. Gunfire's kind of stable down a little bit. Not as much paint flying in the air. Now you can hear when the paint starts flying, there's going to be some action. Maybe someone thinks there's going to be a move that's been made. You can see the Ironman in the back, kind of looking around, wanting to see who he can shoot at. Strolling the triggers now. Yeah, BC's probing the snake, kind of looking for something to happen. You can see Ironmen have shifted a couple bodies to the other side of the field. They've got their guns pointing one direction. The middle 50's on Johnny. That's who he's been battling with. If Johnny can get BC on down the snake, and that's what he's doing. See, he's almost even with the guy who's holding him up at the 50. BC's going to come up and just let him have it. That's it. That's another elimination for Dynasty. That's two guys right out of the center. That was an awesome move by BC. The guy was occupied. Oh, and that was an awesome move by the Ironman. Jumped over top, lost his hopper, gave BC a couple love taps in the back, and lived. Now, I'm not sure if Johnny knows that BC just got bunkered out of there. He's completely facing the opposite direction now. Let's see what this Ironman can do in the snake. Alex Frazee with a sweet counter move. He bunkers them out and makes sure they both get out of there.
then Johnny dives right into the snake. Right there is what you're talking about with Dynasty. These guys know what they're thinking. They know where they need to be on the field. They know the snake is a crucial bunker and a good place to be. You saw BC go down it earlier. Now Dynasty's making a move down the right-hand side of the field. Mike in the back trying to hold him off. It looks like Ryan Greenspan on the other side of the field on the right. You know, the snake is a super, super good bunker to get in. You saw BC go down it and rip some dudes up. Johnny's in there now. I mean, Alex came in there to make a move to get him out. You just can't let guys live in there. Let's see what happens here. You can hear the Ironman talking it up. Telford's still in the field. Micah's still in the field. You see Matty Marshall back in the back there. Talking it up. They're just covering each other. You can hear them covering the angles. They're telling each other where you got to shoot. You can hear Ollie telling them there's plenty of time. Take their time. They know that the Ironmen are down to their final 3 bodies in the back of the field. You can see the ref is really giving the middle, and another Ironman player's gone. You can hear them talking. It's plain, simple English. They're telling each other what they need to do. And you can hear him talking now. Greenspan's coming up the field. He needs to come up. You can see Greenspan kind of hot trotting around in the middle of the field. He knows who can shoot him and who can't. Johnny's still in the game at the stand-up. Johnny playing the game in there. Ooh, and almost lets him have it in the back. Just barely missed him. On his gun. Back right's the only thing that's left. Johnny's making his move to this back. He's going to get him out. They're going to pinch him out. There's no way Matty can live in this little situation here. He's dead even with Johnny. He's shot in the back, and that's it. Dynasty pull off the max. That was an awesome game. Rich Telford's Ironman and those guys are some big-time ballers, but Dynasty was just a little bit too much for them. They made the moves and did what it took to win. Cyclone versus Power Trip. Power Trip in the cow uniforms, Cyclone in the gray. They both made their outside squares. Cyclone has it doubled up, but the ref's going in. Power Trip have some fat-ass Mad Cow uniforms on. They're awesome. Oh, and comes around and lets him have it. Power Trip gets dinked in the back. Cyclone player makes an awesome move. Now he's all the way at that square. Dreadlock boys letting him have it in the middle of the field. Should have unlimited victims over there. Should see some guys walking off as we speak. I think he might learn this move from Ollie Lang. And another guy comes in and tries to get him. You can see the Cyclone players. That's the genius behind the eye and the matrix. Just double teaming it up the snake. Dreadlock boys let him have it. Power Trip playing some back foot paintball. Cyclone has all their sides. They're at the big square on the side. You can see the Cyclone player wanting to make a move to the outside. If he does and he gets to that can, it is damn near over, which it is. Cyclone ripped right through Power Trip. That was an awesome game right there for Team Cyclone. Well, these guys are sworn enemies, man. I think they're both from the same neck of the woods. We know this is a best of 3. No Power Trip kind of took that one a little bit hard. Cyclone came out on top. Let's see what happens now.
We're here for a reason, all right? Divine power, all right? And I don't dream last night. You're playing the giant dragons behind us, stomping on everybody. Let's go. Let's go. Listen, we walked this field to a T, okay? Now we have to go out there and complete it, all right? make this shit happen, okay? We got Bless coming in here, right? You guys know that shit, and so do I. So let's go. Let's prove it to everybody, okay? And the NXL, NPPL, the whole entire world, Europe, come America, on, everything you got. Exactly. Look, we win these next 2 games right now. We roll on to win in the damn tournament, all right? And that's what we play for. We deserve it. Everything! Right? Everything! Damn it. Everybody emulates us, so let's go. Get this shit up. Damn it. DYNASA! 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 Come on, Bubba.
Dynasty against Russian Legion. Russian Legion losing a body.
Field 1, we have Oliver Lang chilling out right in front of you at the wall. Most depth, 1 Russian getting snapped right off the break. Hardcore, hitting, run to the dead box, son. Yes, Team Dynasty rolling their guns hardcore right now, Matty.
Absolutely. There it is, Oliver Lang with the red strap. He's rocking the snake side here. Probably the best paintball player in the entire world, Oliver Lang.
Incredible action as BC jumps into Field 1 as the Russian Legion Major Master comes right up across to support his brother from another mother. There it is, BC, Oliver Lang, rocking it, rocking it, rocking it. Another Russian going to the dead box. That'd be 2 Russian Legion. Dynasty, get their guns up. Come on, crowd. Get it up, crowd. Woo-hoo! Oliver Lang in the house right now. Look at Oliver Lang. Murder! Murder! Woo-hoo!
There it was, Oliver Lang going up the snake side, just destroying the Russian team. He's got Brian Cole right behind him, the rest of the Team Dynasty members trying to press their advantage. Doesn't look like the Russians have very many players left, Will.
Not enough players to hold back Dynasty at all. As though one of the last, no, he's still alive, which is so fresh in the baby TV set on the other side of the spectator side. As the Cowboys from Dynasty start making their major move and grab. There it is. Hey me, give me my money. Here I come.
You're just watching Trauma Head Sports.
And they're off. Power Trip mirroring their breakout that they did last time, except for they didn't take the wall. You see Dreadlock Boy, he's in the wall. Power Trip guy's in the wall now. Here comes Dreddy. He's going down to the end. But he gets ripped in the face. It's an equal trade out, and both players take a walk. Oh, and the Power Trip guy tries to fill in and gets dinked out too. That's 2 Power Trip guys walking. Oh, I gave him a little finger action, did he? The Cyclone player kind of peeking around the block, seeing what he could see. Power Trip buckling up, and they're trying to play a little bit of tight paintball. They lost some bodies off the break. They don't have anyone in the snake. I can almost see Power Trip trying to push someone over there as soon as they can. They know how crucial that bunker is for them. It's just not happening. Cyclone's not going to let anybody make a move. As long as the inside stand-up can just keeps his lane, nobody will be able to go to the snake. We saw this guy earlier from the Cyclones. He went to the same bunker that he started at the beginning of the game, didn't get any action, and stayed there the whole game. Cyclone looking to the middle of the field. The Power Trip guy's just standing there shooting one side. He's only going to shoot the left-hand side of the field, and he shoots a stand-up can out from the outside square. That was good shooting right down there. Now get down the snake, brother. The judge looking in. The Power Trip player must have been saying he shot him in the front of the knee or something like that. Judge is right on him. These European judges ain't letting them get away with shit. Unless you're Lasoya. You see the Cyclone player now. He's finally looking down the outside of the snake. Power Trip's put a body into the snake now. They slipped up and let a guy get in there. Now it's on the Power Trip guys to hold him off. Cyclone won this last battle. Same end of the field, same game. You can see the balls flying past his bunker there.
Oh, and he looks like he took one from the middle of the field. Power Trip is definitely coming back on this one. Cyclone run over to Phil, but it's the guy with the purple gun. He don't do jack wherever he goes. The ref running in to look at him. Going for the reload. This is Power Trip's chance. They can come down the snake right here. They got a weak link at the end of this. If they can come down here and expose this guy's game, it's over. You can see he's right in, too far inside the bunker. He's going to try to shoot his way back out. Power Trip reloading on the other side of the field. This guy's held tight over there the whole time. He went there off the break. He's been there the whole game. Cyclone ripping those matrices. All these dudes reloading and trying to keep their guns full of paint. You can see the Cyclone guy peeking to the inside of the field. Power Trip guy getting his gun up, ripping to the opposite side. That's the same guy we've seen shoot to the middle of the field the whole game. He scored a ton of eliminations from there. The Cyclone guy kind of peeking to the inside. He wants to make something happen, but there's just nothing there for him. Comes back around to the outside edge, and hopefully the Power Trip guy hasn't already came up and went to bat on him. If the Cyclone guy comes out, he's going to get ripped. And you can see the Cyclone guy, finally, he's making a move down the snake. This is what I wanted him to do a while ago. Hopefully the guy with the gray gun does not come around and shoot on around, which I think he's going to. He's running up. He's going to try to get to the box. And that's it. The Cyclone player walks out. The dude with the pink gun. I said it already, folks. I knew he wasn't going to do anything when he got there, and he didn't. Power Trip guy just ran right up and greased him.
Tension builds ever so crucial part of the last semifinal game. Nobody wants to make mistakes.
Cyclone had the game. They definitely had the numbers and the angles. I don't know exactly what happened, but Power Trip goes on to win.
The movement come through Team Power Trip from Sweden. Represent, taking down Cyclone, ripping them up. Really good game played on, and yes, most def, sometimes that happens.
You know, you're trying to get all the action, crazy satisfaction, but, you know, what can you do?
Once again on the left-hand side, Dynasty, and on the right-hand side, Team Russian Legion starting off with two guns missing. And there it is. Check it out as the two guys with no guns start running around like madmen. In effect, diversionary communication, Russian Legion madness, Dynasty with the crazy guns up. Oliver Lang shoots, kills, trying to win.
He's like a machine there.
Shoots the first guy without a gun. Real dope like. Get in the box, you no gun having Russian. And so is the other no gun having guy.
Ollie's like, he's already shot him out. BC doesn't have anybody to shoot. He's just shooting his gun to hear it go off.
Again, Team Dynasty putting on a paintball clinic. against the Russians down 2 guns.
Victoire express de Dynasty qui ont expédié les Russians les jeunes en dead zone. Une fois de plus, Dynasty en finale.
Definitely respect Oliver Lang and Brian Cole just wrecking it here on the spectator side.
The Russians get smoked like a cheap sack by Dynasty. Awesome game.
Oh oui! Alors on va parier que c'est un anglais, je crois. Il y a plus d'anglais pour faire ça.
Ooh. We got some sock runners going across the field here. Totally naked sock runners. Jockstrap sock runners. These Europeans are freaks for naked butts, man. What the hell was that? You can hear the French announcer. He's going along with me. He wants to know what the hell that was.
Okay, I'm Pete Robinson. You're watching Charmer Head Sports.
Paintball Gateway versus Power Trip. This is for first place right here, folks. Paintball Gateway from America. Power Trip, one of the European cousins. Paintball Gateway, man. These dudes are rippers. They got CP Dan on their field. Pepe playing with these dudes. It's on. You can see Power Trip doubling up the big square. Gateway's not giving it up that easy, though. They're not just going to come in here and take anything from these dudes. CP Dan in the backfield for Paintball Gateway. These dudes came over here last year and won this tourney. Oh, and the Power Trip dude tries to make a run down the side and gets totally greased by the Gateway guys. Gateway's got their guns up ripping. You can hear the communication line just cruising across the backfield. It's awesome talking between both teams. The Power Trip guys are speaking a little bit of European tongue. You can hear everything the Paintball Gateway guys are saying to each other. It's awesome. The big squares at the end of these snakes have played such a crucial part from one end to the other. Either side you have, it's a decent game. You're going to get bodies out of there. It's a control bunker. If you can have it, you can almost control the field. Power Trip, no, they've played quite a few games on this field. They played it against Cyclone earlier. Paintball Gateway's had a game on this field already, so both teams are pretty much familiar with it. You can see the paint just ripping through the air from the camera angles. You see the Power Trip guy, he's wanting to do something from the outside pyramid. He just doesn't know what. He's wrapping around the inside, and here comes the Power Trip guy through the middle of the field. He's at Paintball Gateway's square on their side. He's past the 50. He's actually on Paintball Gateway's 45-yard line. He's trying to make some sort of a run through here. He's at the middle of the field. Paintball Gateway have lost all their back players, and that's it. Paintball Gateway dropped the game. Power Trip go on with a max for the first game.
We've got to put another obstacle they're trying to put in front of us. Okay, we can take this.
Focus,
hey,
guys, come on.
We got 6 guys. We can win with 6 guys. Let's fucking
remember, a win is a win, guys.
Yeah.
We'll get up on the body.
Yeah, remember the bodies.
Remember that shit, all right? Ready?
If we got the field locked down. Damn it. Come on.
Ready?
Come on.
3. 1, 2, 3.
This is it, to the big dogs. Strange versus Dynasty. Dynasty with a big breakout, and one body already down. Jimmy gets shot out going to the outside. Dynasty have the numbers. And Sap, he's gone. That's two bodies down for Dynasty. Has already eliminated 2 Strange players. Ollie Lang at the end of the square to Snake. This kid's a bizarre. You know that. If he goes at the other side, that's it. He's going down the Snake like it's his own house. He got no choice. He's already in the Snake. You can hear BJ screaming across the field. It's going to be a little bit tight for him. Ollie's already down at the end of the field. He's shooting across to square. It's Weasel 1. Strange just shot a body out. They've definitely lost 2 guys. You can see Lang, he's all the way at the end
Ça
of
va
the
être dur.
snake.
Dynasty a déjà dépassé les 50s.
There's Greenspan in the middle of the field, kind of probing around, shooting off his toes. Two strange bodies in the dead box. Paul Alders in the back mini square. Not too appropriate bunker for a big boy, but he's in there. You can hear Dynasty talking it up. That's awesome.
Nous sommes à 5 contre 5 sur le terrain RP Serreur en jaune et bleu. Mais Dynasty a l'avantage au niveau du terrain. Ils sont déjà au bout du serpent.
Dynasty ripping up. You can hear Greenspan telling Ollie, keep him off of him. He's going to shoot to the middle. The crowd loves this shit. Dynasty are heroes over here, folks. They got tons of fans. I mean, everywhere. But France, they love these kids, man. Another elimination, and Greenspan goes in the middle of the tea bag, or the Dorito. He's coming down. Strange has lost 2 more bodies. They know they can make moves like this uncontested. Ollie checking his gun out, getting shit shooting straight. And you can see the Dynasty player, he's now just kind of taking the time.
Yes, on field 1 right now. Total damage happening right now. Incredible Dynasty skills being shown.
And you can hear another elimination go down. You can see the player walking off the field.
Totally hurting right now.
There he goes into the backfield dead man's box.
Gun skills are must right now. As the Russians start
I think Dynasty have the bodies for sure. They definitely got the numbers. I don't know if they know that they have shot as many guys as they had. The rest running in. Looks like Ollie got yanked, and he did. Greenspan saw it and goes around to the outside snake to cover for him. And there goes McCarthy on the other side. And there's Greenspan zipping down the snake. He knows where he needs to be.
Key kill on field 1 right now. McCarthy leaving real early. Dynasty's just rolling these guys. Strange looking to make something happen though.
Strange still doing good. They're staying in the game. They're not giving up that early.
Dynasty.
Oh, and he does a mad run by on him. He missed him. He totally missed him. Greenspan, what were you thinking,
Strange,
brother? You
still
missed
rocking
him.
it.
That's Bill Jolly. He ain't gonna give it up that easy. Jesus.
Another. Oh.
Shoot him, BJ. Looks like SK, BJ, maybe the last 2 guys. SK, one of the best back guys in the game. And Dynasty are coming behind him. Looks like BJ's out on his own a little bit. They have his bunker. BJ's making a move down the field. He's going to try to do something with it. He's going to get his butt caught out in the open. Oh, and the last Strange player gets eliminated. You can see Dynasty have the flag grab. BJ going down the tape trying to make something happen. You know, it was a good move to make. They had the other side of the field. Dynasty almost had a blank run down there. BJ was trying to pull out a last move. It was an excellent thing to do, but Dynasty just had Opie on the other side of the field, and that's all they need to cure the game up. Awesome game by both teams. Here's Paintball Gateway versus Power Trip 2. Power Trip won the first one. Paintball Gateway's trying to get back in it.
Paintball Gateway qui perd un joueur. Concilium DI aussi. Cyclone definitely winning on field 2. But it's much too early. Power Trip à 7 contre 6. Power Trip à 7 contre 5. Key kill definitely by Power Trip. Shooting Peppy the skunk.
Looks like Power Trip makes a move from the outside left. You can hear the Paintball Gateway guy screaming at the rest of his teammates, so the lines of communication are definitely open.
Très calme.
He's playing it really back. He's playing it really tight. He's not really looking out at the lane. He knows the Paintball Gateway guy has the lane. He's yelling for his back player to do something. Nothing's getting done. Paintball Gateway need to get an elimination here, or score a couple eliminations and make a move. Maybe turn the tides a little bit, get the weight shifted another direction. If not, Power Trip's going to take him. And Paintball Gateway make a move up to the right-hand side of the field. Is equally matched the same move that Power Trip just made. One bunker away. The Paintball Gateway guy has definite angles now.
All the power trip guys didn't turn around to the side of the field, so I don't know if they know that he made that move or not. We'll see as soon as some of them start getting painted
Et
up.
vous voyez l'équipe de Tromaed qui filme, qui va sortir la vidéo d'ici un mois. Donc vous aurez la vidéo de Toulouse disponible chez Tromaed.
Paintball Gateway have some super ballers on this team, you know. They just got to get something happening. Playing far off the bunker for Paintball Gateway on the Snake. And you can see Power Trip still have it doubled up. They got a guy in the middle, stand-up cans, and a guy on the very far edge of square. And right there he is, looking across the field from the Snake. He's trying to check things out. He's almost looking directly across the field. I don't know if Paintball Gateway has got a guy on the other side, and he's came up so far that these guys have to hide from him. But you can see directly across the field. Yep, that's definitely what's happening, I can tell now. The Power Trip lose their middle stand-up guy. Paintball Gateway have a guy on the far right-hand side of the field in square. He's on the Power Trip's 45-yard line, definitely past the 50. And that's why the square has to play so tight. He just got shot in the back. The middle player got shot in the back from the guy. You know, the square guy isn't telling him that he's over there.
Non, non, Cyclone. Concilium DI, à tête. Concilium DI qui sont à 2 contre...
Paintball Gateway shooting intimidators. A lot of them have CP Dan stuff on there because it's all this shit rocks.
Power Trip qui perd un autre joueur. Il faut aller les chercher, les Paintball Gateway. Ils sont très solides, ils prennent pas un risque. On est donc
And Power Trip lose their square guy. It was a battle out on the tape. He lost the battle straight up, and Paintball Gateway's in there. Now it's a one-on-one of the Snake on the Snake side. You see the Power Trip player. He knows that Paintball Gateway guy's at bat. He comes around there, he's going to get it.
Cyclones qui sont en train de prendre l'option sur la 3e place du podium. Sur le terrain splash.
Team's kind of buckling up in their bunkers. Nobody's really making the aggressive moves forward. They're living and dying behind their guns. Paintball Gateway's going to have to make a move, one more move at least through the middle or on the right-hand side of the field to really knock a hole in their game. See Paintball Gateway have a few bodies on their team, big bodies that is, loaded for bear with all that paint on his back. Terrorhead angle there of the Paintball Gateway guy. Just won a one-on-one battle there on the tape. Now he owns the box. He's got a competitor in the box with him. But if he can just shoot him out there, he can get Paintball Gateway to come down behind him. The game's a little bit longer. It's getting a little bit more drawn out than it was last time when Paintball Gateway played him just now on the other end of the field and Power Trip won. This is for all the marbles for sure right here.
Paintball Gateway. Faut quand même garder un œil sur le chrono. Hein.
When you start hearing them talk about, let's move here and let's do this. See, the Paintball Gateway just barely missed him. You know he's coming out to bat on the tape. The Paintball Gateway guy in the middle of the field. He sees the end of his gun or the hopper or whatever. That's what he's shooting at.
Action. We need action.
Power Trip dude is paranoid. Paintball Gateway's kind of just looking around, trying to see what's going on here. CP Dan's still in the back of the field for Paintball Gateway. Little snap shooting on the tape. These guys are battling it out. Impulse versus Intimidator. Both these guys got their head juk going on for sure. Paintball Gateway guy has his neck a little hinged.
Aucun mouvement. Chaque équipe en fait maintenant attend de au moins éliminer un joueur.
Paintball Gateway seems like they can get one more elimination. They're not going to be able to. Yep, and that's what Paintball Gateways needed to do. They needed to have 2 guys in there. They needed to have 1 guy shoot down the tape, let the other guy go down the snake, and hopefully eliminate this guy from power trip. This is what you've been wanting to happen right here. Now that's exactly it, folks. Paintball Gateway is going to come down the snake. The power trip guys, if he even thinks about coming around, is going to get grilled in the face. Paintball Gateway is going to be on the other side of the square. They're going to be able to rip people out of the middle of the field like it's nothing. This guy's got all kinds of bodies. They're just sitting there waiting on him. Power trip guy, maybe looking for a bird dog move from the cameraman. You can hear the Paintball Gateway guy talking. He's not going to just let his guy get dusted. Ooh, and he got shot in the face. Paintball Gateway guy goes down. I don't think the Paintball Gateway guy got hit first. And that's 2 Paintball Gateway players leaving the field at one time. And there's the power trip snake guy. He thought he'd stand for a couple extra seconds, get some shots off, but that's not how it works with these European judges. You can see they're on him tight. 2 guys running in at one time. Paintball Gateway coming down on him now. They got the numbers. They got the angles on the field that they want. You can see CP Dan. He's still in the game. Paintball Gateway's big boy still at the snake. It's just coming down to these last few eliminations. A couple eliminations, and that's it. He's looking around. I don't think he actually knows exactly where the last guy is. You can see the power trip player walking off. There's 1 guy left. Again, you can tell when it's the last player when he's frantically going from side to side of the bunkers. He stands up, and the dude is already eliminated. And they take first place. Congratulations, Paintball Gateway. That's the way to go.
Bravo à Paintball Gateway qui vient de sortir le dernier joueur de Power Trip.
Came and did it last year. Came here, did it again this year. Way to go, Paintball Gateway. Get your shit together in America and start whooping ass like that. Why don't you? And Strange Dynasty. Let's see what we do from this end. I don't think it's going to make any difference. Dynasty seem to have the momentum. They seem to have people in their way. You can't take anything away from Strange. Like I said, you know, when it's your day, it's your day. You can see them. They're making big moves. Alex Frage making a move. It's a G2 from Team Strange. It's a 7-on-5 situation. A lot of good players out there still left on the field, but when the momentum starts heading your way like it does with Dynasty. And 2 more bodies walk out for Strange. I feel like Strange is falling apart at the seams. Oh, and the ref's waving one of the last Strange guys out. Dynasty just swarming the field. That game went much easier than their first game. Dynasty convincingly win over Strange. The young guys celebrating in the middle of the field. They knew what they just did. They knew what it take to win. You can see all the Dynasty bodies alive. Killer balling by these dudes, man. No less than a win from these guys almost every time you watch them play. First place.
Who are feeling small,